Ah, yeah, the Claude. Oh, beautiful. But my mind always keeps going to that Farsa who's flying around on the guiding wind.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was thinking
You
about.
can do that. You
That's
can
why
do that.
that's why I said it's fun.
Fun, yeah.
It's
Who's
fun
gonna
and
fly
it's,
with you?
it's like just dual airlines, basically. I mean, at this point, right?
Yeah.
So, in a way,
People
you know,
flying around.
yeah, as I was saying, like AP Bren was quite mobile themselves, but in essence, so is Onic Philippines, you know? So I feel like with this lineup specifically for both of them, it's going to be a lot of like this kind of push and pull between both teams, like seeing who can get what out of each other before they actually utilize all their mobility, all their healing that they have, and kind of go from there.
Yeah, Ryzen already pushed out emblems here. A lot of agility on the side of Onic Rockhard.
Yeah, they want to go fast because they're Onyx and they love
Ah.
Sonic.
That's true.
That's from an interview. That's exactly what they say.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
that's why we thought they were hedgehogs, but
That's
they're
right.
actually porcupines.
It's
If-
weird.
Yeah, it is. You know
So-
what I want to see?
What?
I want to see Gem while spinning around in the last Insanity flying using the guiding wind. That
Oh,
would be
there it is.
terrifying.
That would be. I actually never saw that. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that yet for some reason.
Let's see if it's possible. By the way, mid and roam go Vroom. Most used tier 2 talent in patch 1.6.20 with a use rate of 31.30%. It is commonly used by mid laners and roamers. That is Wilderness Blessing for you.
Yeah, you can do that here. Just don't do that on your ranked games because if you do that on your ranked games, you just don't have damage.
I like it.
I like it. I still do.
I use it on my guard.
No, I mean the ones that I play against. Or that
Oh,
play
okay.
with, they don't have damage
I
for
get
some
you.
reason.
Oh, in the mid?
Oh, look at that.
There's some damage right there. They're going to be in trouble. Already getting that flicker out. No kills just yet. Ryzen, though, working on that turtle here. AP Bren. It's going to come down to a show off.
Oh.
Kyle Teasy securing it under the nose of Ryzen. Already going to force that last Insanity out as well. AP Bren takes the first turtle.
He's so menacing, right? Flap
Yeah.
TZ just walking straight to your face right before the retribution battle happens.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, go ahead, try. It's so scary.
Yeah, that was a flex. I'm not sure if our mics picked it up, but there were a bunch of oohs in the crowd once the Retri battle was won by Kyle TZ. Because it looked like he literally was just standing there and said,
Yeah.
Retri, mine.
It's so easy. I feel like this is a lineup that enables that so much as well. And there's only so much that Perk Ziva can do. He can only just keep people alive. He can't really stop the dive from happening.
Yeah, again, at this point, you know, because this has been the trend so often when teams play against AP Bren, you want to be able to go ahead and secure that turtle. And I know that's what Ryzen wanted to do, right? But because of the poke potential as well from AP Bren, it kind of gave them that favor to just do that for that first turtle. So, you know, luckily, no one has gone down just yet. So if they can keep it together, lead into the next objective if that's what they're looking for. Again, they have the tools to find a pick-off as well. But Onic Philippines might be a little bit playing on the safe side for now.
And right now there's a lot of action around the middle portion of the map that seems like AP Bren, they're not in a rush to actually try and stop Nets. They're confident in their ability to be able to secure the turtles and then build their lead from there. But I still feel like they have to respect it. It is still a Claude that potentially could be the biggest problem of AP Bren by around the 9th, 11th minute mark.
Also a huge comfort hero for Nets. Way before
Yeah.
all of this started, he played that Claude to a T. So, yeah, timers definitely are active for both teams. Like, who's going to pick it up first? Because Irifel, I think compared to Claude, can kind of ramp up faster, especially in the laning phase where Irifel can output so much more damage.
Okay, big fight potentially coming up as Flap TZ is cutting
Oh.
up top. There's Perks. Whoa!
Okay, gonna go in with that circling eagle. Fuel gonna use that last insanity that he took. Won't be able to find anything just yet. Has to flicker around, but the response from Gem. Gonna chase him down. Few falls here. First blood for Gem. Onic Philippines on the run as well. Oakland, the one to fall here. 2 down for AP Bren. But they're looking to clap back. They find Gem, take him out. It's a 2-for-2 trade. No one taking the turtle just yet. Both junglers still up.
That looks so good, but Onic actually exhausted so many things for them to get to the point where they can chase. So it looked good, but they didn't really get the results that they wanted.
Yeah, they committed a lot without knowing where Super Marco exactly was. It allowed him to use his ultimate and just push, and now This is what we were talking about. Nets will be split pushing up top while AP Bren get objectives.
Oh.
See if they can find Super Marco here. Could be in trouble.
Trouble.
Circle heal again. Couple hits away. Still going to be up. Good heal, though. Comes through. Ogwin now on the run. Feathered Airstrike popping as well. No one going down for AP Bren. They might keep the pressure here in the bottom side. Onic, though, happy with that top turret. Kyle Teasy going to keep them at bay. Some of the other members still rotating, but they call it off for now.
It was one of those moments where you know everyone was looking at a specific place on the screen. The HP bars of the Irifel.
Wow.
That was funny.
A massive holy healing coming in from Ogwin. Clutch. And good thing Super Marco also changed the direction where he was walking. So you saw him like right at the edge of that feather there. So he was like, no, I'm out of here. It's a good thing that he was able to get away, but that was a great call by Super Fritz to try and take him down with a feathered airstrike. Just couldn't reach that Irithel, of course. And now, still, what we were talking about. The threat of Onic's macro game here with the Claude and the split pushing that they're known for, especially in this season, has to be something that Flap Teasy on this Uranus has to do with a little bit better. But so far, all the situations have called for Flap to be with AP Bren.
The big bonus here is that, wait, hold up. I think they won the fight, but yeah. See what I'm talking about there? Just a little bit.
That's what I was saying earlier, guys. I was like, it's going to be the battle of push and pull, right, from both teams. Like, they're going to do that. They're going to try to heal through it, kind of extend some of these team fights the best they can. But ultimately, those big impact resources of ultimates will be down, and then it kind of comes down to how they play around that.
So as I was talking about earlier, the biggest advantage that Nets has compared to game number 1, he doesn't need to face Super Marco head-on.
Yeah.
He can just go up on other lanes and farm.
Oh, they want to go head-on here, but nothing. Again, utilizing that. We'll see if there's a response. So far, none. But the turtle's going to be up. Feathered Airstrike comes down. Few holding on to the Circling Eagle as well. Nets fall. Again, like the game before. It's a solo kill off camera. And that's going to be the third turtle as well, going in the hands of AP Bren.
That is massive. Super Marco is just flexing on Nets right now. 2 games where we saw Nets lose a 1v1 in a very crucial moment. Although he could have gotten some help by Kyle Teasy, but now it looked like it was just Super Marco. All Marco.
Man, Super Marco can do no wrong in this series so far, from what I can tell.
Oh, they stole it too.
Oh, that's just insult to injury right
man,
there.
AP Bren is now just running along with it. And it's good to see that they picked up the pace because now they're respecting the macro and minion management of Onic, something they've really shined with and why they've had the success that they've had because of how well they're managing the rest of the map during objective fights. But AP Bren keep flexing on them during the objective fights that those macro pushes, those split pushes, aren't really amounting to much now. The pressure's still there, but AP Bren's just winning fights so much more.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to maybe one major mistake here for AP Bren because right now, they got a grip at the game, especially with Flap Teasy running around the map unchecked, left, right, and center. You just don't know when a wild Uranus is going to come at you.
Yeah, that's the job he's doing it. Oh, the stun!
Baptism going to come through. Gem also has the immortality, so it's going to be fine. Nothing happened here just yet. And, I mean, at this point in the game, too, AP Bren will find things if they can. If not, it's better that they just wait for the Lord, right? They obviously are starting to garner themselves a little bit of an advantage as well in terms of gold, so they'll play around it. Few also holding on to that Circling Eagle himself.
Wow. Ogun did a really good thing there, just a little bit. He actually cut the minion wave and disrupted its flow just so that the minion waves in the bottom are pushed a little bit more forward. It's a small thing, but that looked really good for Ogun.
Yeah, right now Ogwin is definitely going to have to just patrol a lot more, a lot better. And as long as he can do that, there's no one that actually can take him by surprise. That's the fun thing about Ogwin on the Rafaela right now. No one can like go straight to his face then stun him nonstop, right? So the Rafaela is basically untouchable. And it's becoming so hard for Onic to engage on him, as you can see, especially with Flap on the side. Just, I don't know what to deal with right now if you're Onic.
You see Flap, he's always just constantly looking at the top side and wherever Nets is split pushing. Now let's see, it's 4v4, but Nets might be on the way here to help out Onic.
Want to force it.
Oh, this is going to be tough. Again, Feathered Airstrike going to come down. Few using that Circling Eagle himself. They're looking to cut them off here. Still going to ignore the Lord for a little bit longer. Now Kyle Teasy forcing him back. Flapteezy still holding nets at the mid lane.
Super
Lord went
Marco.
through. Yep, a little reset. Super Marco there, going to push it. Still forcing the members of Onic Philippines back here. Now Lord, less than half health. Nets, not even a part of the fight, decided to go ahead and push up from the top side. They're going to go for it. Kyle Teasy trying to get Gem. His immortality is going to be popped here. And Lord, it looks like it's going to be secured by Kyle Teasy. Nets getting that tier 2 turret down, but his team is now dealing with it as Gem fell.
What a play there by Onic. But Bren, again, still just flexing on them in the objective team fights. This Nets is split pushing. He's breaking towers, but it's not that big of a threat. You saw there, Rockhard. At one point, Flap was just like, yeah, I can just give this up.
And no, again, this Uranus pick is just so smart. I have to bring it up. You don't feel it, but he's just controlling the map all by himself.
Yes.
He's controlling all of these lanes, and there's very little that Onic can do.
Yeah, he's basically like like I said, he's a unit, right? He's a super powered minion at this point. Gonna push him back here. He's too menacing. Super Marco grabbing a kill. 4-0-1 now, having a massive game on this Irithyll as they get ready to push in with the Lord on the top side.
Good effort from from Nets there, but yeah, it didn't really result to much, didn't it?
Yeah. Threatening to end is Bren. Ultimate still available. No Feathered Airstrike for Super Prince. Here comes the Lord, and here comes Apb. They're still not pulling away.
Gem gonna have to force it back here. Feathered Airstrike trying to keep them at bay. They hold on to the turret though. It's a couple hits away.
Yep.
But Onic holding on.
It's important that they already popped the boom booms, because if you pop the boom booms, it's gonna make your pushes so much easier. I think even the bottom side was, if I remember correctly. No, items wise, you can see that Nets is still struggling to catch up here. He's going to lock in that Wind of Nature soon, so maybe that's going to give him the confidence that they need to actually fight in a straight-up battle, because it feels like they're just pulling and pulling and pulling non-stop without any results going to Onic, and Bren just winning out these clashes.
Oh, that's so true. Nets, one of the biggest problems he has on him right now is if he finally does decide to join in the fights and Onic say, you know what, I think we need a little bit more of your damage. He has 2 Blade Armors to go up against. There's a Blade Armor on Kyle Teasy, a Blade Armor on Flapteezy as well, so the beefy boys of Bren have itemized really well against the Claude.
They're going to find Perziva here, pushing him back. All this for that orange buff. You can see how decisive, though, Bren's rotation can be if they want to, and that's something to deal with. So both buffs looking to be stolen here from the hands of Onic Philippines.
Bren also just having such an easy time avoiding these last insanities, avoiding the feathered airstrikes. It feels like it's second nature to them now.
Yeah, I think the movement speed of the Holy Healing from the Rafaela helps a lot as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And Few is just like, yeah, I know every time you see me, you want to use a Feathered Airstrike, so I have my dash just ready.
Super Friends having a hard time just making things happen. Oh, I said it. Now it's going to happen, though.
What's going to happen?
It's not. Oh, the moment you call something out, you know, Super Friends is probably not going to.
And then he gets the Lord.
And then he gets the Lord with the last
If he gets
hit.
it here, I will be scared. Can you please predict me winning $1 million?
Let's call that later on.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, not just for me. For all of our viewers out there, $1 million, always good. But who will find the $1 million play here? This Lord is crucial for Onic to contest, but Bren are not giving them any room.
Flapteezy just doing what you do on a Uranus, keeping him at bay. So Lord's still going to be worked on. Kyle Teasy holding it into place. Ryzen trying to wait for his own angle here. Feathered Airstrike going to come through from the Super Prince. They know they don't have that now. So Bren playing with that advantage. They're still keeping things at bay. Keep an eye also on Super Marco getting in position here on the Irithyll.
Wow, questionable Feathered Airstrike, but let's see, it might be able to come back just in time because Bren are in no rush to get this Lord.
Well, I think they should, because right now Super Friends should have that back up soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what Bren's waiting for here.
Well, I think this is the go. Super Marco going to jump in, pushing him back a little bit further. Perziva and a Gem trying to be that front line. Ryzen as well. Lord now still less than half health, being held by Kyle Teasy. They just keep healing. Ogwin going to have to flicker out. They're still going for it. Lord being held.
Wow.
Perziva looking on the side. This is a very extensive Lord fight.
Whoa,
Gem, immortality going to
big.
be popped. And they're going to be careful with that. Few going to poke as well. They're getting almost everything out of here. Still, the spacing is in favor of Super Marco. Going to jump in. forcing them completely on the retreat. Few goes in as well, takes a ride. Kyle Teasy gonna get the Lord. And AP Bren, in a very long Lord dance, pushes Onic Philippines on the defense once again.
Wow. Onic could not find any room, and you felt it every time Nets would see either Flap or Kyle before Kyle started pulling the Lord away. He can't even get close or whittle down because of all these blade armors, these two blade armors on the side of AP Bren.
What actually amazed me was the moment that Super Marco just decided to walk straight to them.
Yeah.
Without anyone in front. It's like, they know when they can go and they know when they can't. And that's just amazing if you think about it, because the macro mindset that's coming into these players where, all right, there's no threat in front of me. I can just walk to their faces and flex on them.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And we go back to the Uranus pick that we mentioned here. It is the biggest boon or the biggest problem for Onic right now. The Flap is a unit.
See if they can defend this. They're already losing their base turret on the top side. Holding on the best they can. AP Bren waiting for the next wave to push in here. We'll see if they press the situation. Onic Philippines going to have to approach this very carefully. They're going for it. Flaptee's going to be forced out here. Perxiva not going to be able to find the connection he was looking for as well, but they hold on to the mid turret.
I feel like we've had so many fights, but it's only 2-5.
Yeah.
The kill score.
That's the power of, honestly, the Uranus and also the Rafaela.
That's true.
Like, the sustain is there. Another airstrike going to come through. A couple members quite low, but still looking for the follow-up. Few somehow still alive. Perxiva going to go ahead and use a circling eagle. Can't find what they're looking for just yet. Last Insanity comes down as well. Super Marco unleashing. No one going down yet, as Rockhart said. A lot of action, but no bodies dropping just yet. Still going to be putting the pressure on the bottom side. There goes Nets with the Blazing Duet. Can't find a kill just yet either. But Onic Philippines holds on.
They're thick. They're too thick.
All of them are too thick.
It's just pokes on pokes.
It's the Matilda Rafaela difference, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
No one's just going down.
It's Matilda Rafaela. You have a Uranus on one side, Blade Armors on the other. The Claude can't go in at all. Super Princess Feathered Airstrike is barely felt by AP Bren. AP Bren are just out poking Onic right now.
I think Naisu put it best. It's just a push and pull.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're just pulling at each other.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the lineups, I was like, man, this is going to just be one of those matches, right? Back and forth, a whole lot of action, but no one dying, basically, you know? So especially when you start to get to this point in the game, we're almost at that 20-minute mark, where we know a lot of the, obviously, the immortalities come into play, and then eventually you have the Wind of Natures and Winter Truncheon, so it gets even more. But I will say, at least for Nets, he's done a great job climbing back up in the damage department on terms of against him, right, with Super Marco. So we'll see if they can actually convert it. If not, maybe we see him just keep pushing the split push that he's known for. We'll see if he can pull it off here.
Yeah.
But it will get increasingly more difficult, especially as these Lords get taken here by AP Bren.
The only positive I can think of is that Onic has higher ceiling to increase their strength because of items.
Yeah.
They have more. If they catch up, they're going to catch up to 6 items, right? It's going to be a more even matchup. But right now,
they're going to press this one. Flapteezy going to heal back up. Using that Consecration. Still on it quite low as well. They've got to be careful how they approach this. Few going to jump in. He has the circling eagle. Members! Super Marco now to capitalize off it. Gets the double. Gem there as well. He's the next one. Flickers out. Triple kill for Super Marco. A great setup from Few, and now this looks like it could be it. AP Bren just running it down mid. Looking to end the series in a sweep. They've got one cannon minion. They're focusing on the Crystal. Going out in style. Trying to get another kill. They're trying to hold on, but that's not going to be enough as AP Bren sweeps Onic Philippines.
no redemption